TVR creators, hello TVR universe, I'm Dave, and if this is your first time here, I give you weekly YouTube tips to help you build your brand. If that sounds interesting to you, subscribe now. And if you're going to get value, you're going to get loads of value tonight. And I tell you what, hit that like button and share this with family and friends and everybody. And if you're watching this live, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. So let's crack on with some serious value.
You're going to get value from this video.
Alright, so on today's show, I'm going to be showing you how to lay out your YouTube channel. I'm going to be showing you some hints and tips on the best way to lay out your channels and stuff like that. And if you have any questions throughout this live stream or afterwards, feel free to get your questions out there and I will do my best to answer them. Also, if you watch this live, Brad here at TVR Creators will be in the comments and he'll be able to answer some questions as well. But if not, I will get straight in there. And, you know, let's just crack on. Alright. Right, so that is the how we are. Hello from the USA. Hello Rosa from the USA and welcome Sam. Right, so I just want to show you guys basically how to lay out your YouTube channels. That's why you're here and that's the value that I promise tonight. So basically, let's just look at your channel. So, you know, feel free if you know, most people have multiple devices. If you've got a tablet or a spare phone, you know, put that next to your phone or however you're watching this. And just briefly, if you're watching this on your phone, put hashtag yes in the live comments. But if you're watching on TV or a tablet or a laptop, put it in the comments below. Let's just briefly see, just out of pure interest. Hello. Okay, so basically, the first thing I want you to think about is, before we do anything else, if you don't take anything else away, on everything you do, on your whole brand as a whole, how can you give value, how can you solve problems, and wherever possible, ride trends. So thinking of value then is something that I know I say that a load, and talking of which, check out our merch. Get value. Yeah, I got the mug now. Hey! Alright. I want you to look at your channel in quite a serious tone. You know, if you want to go to the next level and think, right, what does your viewers see when they first come onto your channel? Now, the obvious thing, if they're looking on their phone or on a computer, is the cover. And that's something I want to talk about briefly. But in some ways, it's probably one of the most important things, because that's the thing that hits the person. Now, as you can see, I've tried to make mine look as clear as possible here. Hit that like button if you're getting value. And I literally, like, you know, TVR creators, a picture of me. I know it's a little bit vain, but I think it's very important. Feel free to comment in the comments what you think of your profile picture. I personally think it's good practice to have a picture of you. I can see at least 2 of you in the comments there. I've done the same. And I just think that just helps you connect with your audience. They feel like, I don't know, without sounding weird, I feel like they know you because they can see your picture. And you just, you know, it just feels more personal. You know, feel free to comment what you think of that. But I just think personally that's good practice. We'll get to that in a second. But basically your cover. So you want your cover on your channel to advertise your brand. And even if you're doing this as a hobby, your channel is your brand. Everything you do in life is your personal brand. But looking at this now, you want it to be really obvious what it is. You want it to stand out. And, you know, as I was saying, you know, I try to make this as clear as possible. I update it from time to time to sort of make it more obvious. Not in that sort of way, but, you know, just make it clear. So when, you know, when new people come on, because I know on these live streams, even the last few weeks, we've had new people come on, welcome, and we welcome all of you back, and all the new people, we welcome you here to the TVR universe. But you want to make your cover really obvious. So, you know, if you're doing a channel about beauty, maybe, you know, you doing something beauty-wise, I don't know, posing with your hair, you know, that's a bit vain maybe, but you get the idea. You know, if you're cooking, maybe it could be you holding a frying pan or something, or, you know, you could maybe have a little picture. You know, if you don't have to have yourself in it. I think personally it just looks better, but you don't have to have you. Like I said, if you're a cooking channel, you could have, like, I don't know, a row of cakes or lots of nice food that you cook. If you're a musician, you could maybe have a collage of 2-3 pictures you know, one with a guitar, maybe you with drums if you're a band, you know, you get the idea. But at the same time, try and keep it as clear as possible. Best practice, if I'm honest, would be, you know, maybe just a single picture and maybe just very briefly what your channel is. You don't even have to put the name of the channel even. You could literally just put, say your name's Becky, I've completely made that up, Becky's Beauty, just because that has a bit of a ring to it, you know, and that can literally just be picture of who, and I've made this person up by the way, literally just a picture of a made up Becky, Becky's Beauty or whatever, and you know, straight away when, you know, your already subscribers or, you know, your fans come onto your channel, new people, they see straight away what your channel, what your brand is about. So as you can see, I've got the get value, build your brand, you know, that's the message I want to relay to you guys. And you know, subscribe for weekly YouTube and video tips. So I hope that's what I give you, the value that I bring to you, and that is why people should subscribe, because they know if they subscribe to me, I will do my best to give you value, to give you good YouTube and video tips. And I'm learning all the time, and whenever I think of new things, I bring new things to that. So thinking of your channel, you know, so this is the ultimate first message. You probably think, all right, Dave, but it's just so important. I just think it's like, to see it like a banner. You know, when you're, I don't know, walking down a road, or I don't know, if you're sort of, yeah, let's just say you're walking down the road, and you don't see them as much nowadays, but you know when you used to get the big poster banners, or maybe if you're outside a cinema or something like that, you'll get a film. So see, this is like your trailer banner, you know, this is why people should subscribe and check out your channel. And really, you want everything below this to be equally as good, and we'll get to that in a second. Now, something you could add some links here. You can add some subscribe link. Sometimes that's easier. I've not bothered with that, but that's down to personal choice. You could just have another button clicking straight to your channel, so people click it by accident, they get reverted back to your channel. I don't recommend that, but you know, and a lot of people here just have little links to other social media platforms, which we will talk about in another video. But I've just got my, you know, my Twitter feed. I'm sure a lot of you know I'm on most of the bigger platforms. So my Twitter feed, my merch, yeah, my Insta. We have a community on Facebook, which I'll perhaps talk a little bit later about. And you know, so straight away you can see that, you know, you can find the TVR creators on all platforms, and just something to bear in mind actually, that you only tend to see these on a computer or laptop. If you're on, bear in mind that a lot of people will look at your channel on their phone, and at the moment anyway, you don't actually see these links. You know, they're not as obvious. You have to click on the about to actually see these links. So just bear that in mind. And just briefly before we get on to the next part, I just want you to just bear in mind, when you set up your cover, click on your channel on your phone and see how it looks on your phone. And I would say that's the most important setup. So if it looks maybe not quite right on a computer, but it looks really good on your phone, I would make the priority your phone, because as I've said previously, at least 70% of your viewers, if not more nowadays, will look at your channel on their phone, and that's sort of ultimately where you want it to look best. So just bear that in mind throughout everything that we talk about today.
You're going to get value from this video.
Alright, so just before we carry on, I'm Dave from TVR Creators. If this is your first time here, I make weekly YouTube tips to help you build your brand. If that sounds interesting to you, subscribe now. Now this week, just before I carry on, I'm going to be doing 3 live streams. Tonight, giving you max power value. I'll be back tomorrow night on a different topic around YouTube, and I will be back Friday giving you even more value. So for those of you that have been here a while or you're new, just, you know, feel free to join in. So carrying on then, so don't worry too much. You've probably noticed actually recently, about a week or so ago, they've now added the customize and manage videos tabs on your phone, because they're obviously realizing that more and more people are doing more and more of their YouTube stuff on their phone, and that's just how it is. That's how it's going now. So bear that in mind, so that will just make it a bit easier if you just want to change something. I personally do most of my big changes, if I'm editing and stuff, I just do it on a computer just because I'm a bit old school like that. But if you prefer to do it on your phone, awesome. And just briefly, if you haven't already, download the YouTube Studio app. It's a brilliant app. so you can look at how well your videos are performing, reply to comments, and so much more. It's free. If you don't know that, it's free. It's from YouTube. It's not dodgy or anything. So go and download that after this video. It's a brilliant app. So basically then, I would say we don't need to talk too much about profile picture because we've sort of talked about that. If you've only just joined us here on the live stream, I would say personally, and give us a hashtag yes or no if you agree, I personally prefer the profile picture to be a picture of me or whoever the main person is of the channel, so you, for example, just because I think it just makes it more personal and people, you know, they think, oh, it's you, and it's obvious that that's your channel, and it just feels more personal. So, you know, what do you guys think to that? Hello, Leslyn, welcome to the live stream. And yes, see, I can see you've done that as well, Sam. Welcome. And you've done that as well, Rose. Yeah, okay, cool. So yeah, so it looks like, you know, it's pretty much thumbs up to a nice picture of yourself as your profile. And obviously, it goes without saying you can make your profile picture whatever you want within reason, as long as it doesn't, you know, conflict with the YouTube guidelines, obviously. But, you know, yeah. So basically, a nice picture of you, thumbs up. Now, the next thing that I would highly recommend is have a channel trailer set up. I highly recommend that. I really do. Just because, you know, think of it as, you know, when people look at your channel, bear on your phone or computer or tablet or whatever device people are using to look at YouTube and look at your channel, your trailer is your first video that people see. It's at the top. So going from this then, think of the most important thing you want people to see at the top. And I'm not saying less important, but just bear in mind that the chances of people watching as it goes down goes a bit less. But saying that, I think it's highly important that we have at least 3 or 4 playlists, because it just makes your channel better. So for your core fans, they will no doubt scroll through your channel and it looks way better, as you'll see in a moment. Now, I have my latest video. You can do what you want. You can do a YouTube trailer, which is basically just make a little trailer about your channel, or you can have your latest video, or really you can put any video you want as long as it's only no shorter than, I think it's like 6 months, something like that. But I personally like to have my newest video, just so when you guys go on my channel, you think, Dave's got a new video, click. You know, if someone's never been here before, then probably most likely click on that one just because it's there, or the top 1 or 2 playlists, and bear that in mind as well. So I personally, you know, I have, and as you can see, it's live now, this live stream. So when people come onto the channel, they think, oh, Dave's live, quick, click it. Get value. Value. And hashtag drink more. Oh yeah. I need to do it. On the last video, my voice was going, so I need to drink more on the video. Hashtag drink more, Dave. Yeah, so I recommend personally your newest video, but if you want to do a trailer, you can. So just going from there then, what I think is good practice here, now you can have your uploads at the top, because obviously they're your newest videos. If you're still, you know, getting started, getting your channel going, if you've only maybe got like, I don't know, 5 to 10 videos, something like that, I would highly recommend having your uploads at the top, or something that I think just looks more professional if you automatically, and bear in mind, when I say you want to go pro, you want to go next level, you don't have to have been doing this for years. You don't have to have, you know, 100,000 subscribers. You can literally start off on your first video and thinking how to make it look professional, if that's the route you want to go. If you want to make this more than a hobby, or you just want to make your channel just look really good. So going from that then, I would highly recommend some sort of best of playlist. Make a playlist of what you think is your best videos. So if you just get started off, that could just be your videos for the moment, and it just looks better. So you could call it, you know, I've called mine the best from TVR creators. Sam, who's watching us now, shout out to you, awesome DJ by the way. Go and check her out on Tuesday nights and other days around the week. And I would highly recommend, you know, if this was your channel, because I know you do have a channel, you could have like, I don't know, the best from Lady Cuts, for example. And vice, you know, if you're a new person, you come on here as a musician. If you're a cooking channel, you could have, I don't know, maybe, you know, the best ingredients, or the best meals, or, you know, a lot of people like desserts. So this is just thinking off the top of my head, you could have like the best desserts and a few of your videos could be cakes and stuff like that. So just bear that in mind. So, or whatever you think is your best videos, have them at the top. I cannot value that enough, and I love how it does this. Just a little brief little Harry Potter. I can't even talk now. Any Harry Potter fans, we got there. Hashtag yes in the live stream. And the reason why I say that, I just love how you hover your icon on the computer, and it just sort of starts moving like a newspaper in Harry Potter. Anyway, that's just me. But anyway, I would highly recommend that you just have your top, and it will show, bear in mind, on your phone or computer, it will only show about 4 or 5. You can change that in the settings, but just bear that in mind. Have your top videos, what you want people to see. And as you see, I've got like start today, that's things that people ask a lot. One of our better live streams. I've got like, how to create on your phone, audio, lighting, stuff that, questions that you guys ask, or I know that gets talked about YouTube. That's all there. So just bear that in mind on your version of your channel. And going from that, I would highly recommend just a brief description, and that adds value. I know I say that a lot, but it's true. Value. Hashtag drink more. Check out our merch. Anyway, so I would highly recommend just writing a little description, and just basically about what the playlist's about, maybe a bit more about what the content's about. And just bear in mind that on people's phones especially, but on the computer, YouTube will only show probably the first line or two, so put the most important stuff there. So it only has to be like a small paragraph, or maybe just 1 or 2 lines. It just adds a bit more value to the playlist and gives a bit of content as well to the viewers, to people watching. And also it allows YouTube to work out, these videos are all in the playlist, so I'm going to send them out to roughly the same people. So bear that in mind as well. When YouTube sends out your videos, it does do that. Now, how I've got mine set out, you can have up to 10 tabs. And as you can see, we're not going to go for all these. I'm just going to give you like a rundown. I've got a few of the people that I follow at the bottom. There you are. A little shout out there to you guys. And what I would highly recommend here, now just using me as an example, but think about, on looking at your channel, how you could do this. So say, for example, if you're a musician, just because I find that an easy template from what I'm about to say, your next 2 playlists, like for example, I've got my Tuesday videos, that I usually do bite-size videos, just because I just think that's just easier, and I personally find smaller groups of information is more interesting. So that's my prime videos, and so that's why that's second. So I thought about that. So say if you're a musician, this might be like covers you've done of certain songs that are popular. So people go, oh yeah, I like that song, and I wonder how such and such plays that, and blah blah blah. And I don't know, if you're a cooking channel, you can have that sort of thing. If you're a blog, it could be your first blog or your favourite blog. I don't know, maybe a holiday or a road trip you went on, and you can have 2 or 3 parts. And this is something else I want you to briefly bear in mind. Try and do little series, even if it's only 3 or 4 videos, because it just adds that value, and it gives people a reason to come back as well. So your playlist could be literally just series if you're a blogger, for example. But just think of the importance. So the best of your work. Then I've done like my Tuesdays, and obviously my live streams that I try to do most Fridays. And again, on all your playlists, put a nice title that's just really obvious, gives content, so when YouTube knows who to send it to, the types of people that watch that type of content. Also, when people visit your channel, they can go, oh right, that's cool, and they can bear all that in mind as well. And again, add just little brief descriptions about what each playlist is, and that's basically what I've done on my channel. So I've tried to, obviously got my Tuesdays, my Friday live streams. For those of you that want to learn a bit more about editing, I'm highlighting my channel here, but I want you to think of, how you can set up your channel. You might think, God, that's a lot to take in, but to be fair, it probably only would take about half an hour to make your channels look the same, and just how awesome and professional does it look, and that's just being honest. And all you could do this easily. Once you've got like 30, 40 videos, you could easily do this. So I know a lot of you, a while ago, got asked, about editing tutorials. So I just did a 4-parter on different parts of editing. Again, a little description, and you know, there was a few people that liked that. I've done like interviews and deeper look on things. I've done a playlist on that, and then I had like recommendations. You probably saw I had this at the top of the channel at one point, and that just gave a rundown of the playlists I'd rather people, you know, or I think that you guys might want to check out, that sort of thing. And then I've just got uploads just because why not, so people can see that. And then I've got older content but it's still valid to what I do with the YouTube tips and filmmaking. And then I've got my films, and then obviously, you know, those of you that I or many of you that I follow at the bottom. So, you know, just that's basically you know, the first part of thinking about your brand and your channel. Don't go anywhere because I've got more value for you in a moment.
Want to learn more about YouTube and growing your channel? Subscribe now.
Alright, so if this is your first time here, I'm Dave from TVR Creators, and I make weekly YouTube video tips and awesome YouTube videos to help you build your brand. If that sounds interesting to you, subscribe now. If this is your first time here, smash that like button if you're getting value. And I just want to thank again all the people that have came to join in this live stream. If you would like to support the brand, feel free to check out our merch, get value. So t-shirts, mugs, phone covers, you can see in the bottom right. I've got quite a few t-shirts, and from the fun discussion that we had with you guys on Friday, I will be making this week the hashtag drink more, so perhaps that could be a little Christmas present for a friend or family member, and I will get that on the merch page as soon as possible. So I just thought I would share that with you guys. You see, for those of you that are new, I make bite-sized videos on Tuesdays and live streams mainly on Fridays. And this week I just wanted to bring you even more value. So we're going live 3 times, tonight, tomorrow and Friday. So so that's the basis of, you know, how to set up your channel. A few little things you can think about is sort of like putting your best stuff at the top, and then think about how you want your content going down throughout your channel and stuff like that. And I'm going to say now, are there any questions? Are there any questions? Not them in the live video. Let's have a look. Are there any questions? Don't worry, Sam. I will get that on the merch site as soon as possible. I promise. I will do that. I promise. Well, I like it, Brad. Shout out to Brad in the comments as well. Oh. So let's have a look then. So hello again, Leslyn. Hello, Sam. Hello, Rosa. Hello, Brad. Just shout out to all of you, and those of you that have commented. If there's those of you that are just, you know, sitting quietly in the background, hello to you there. I see you in the back row. You're awesome as well. So yeah, are there any questions? Are there any questions about how to set up your channel? Is there any questions you want to know about YouTube? I will quite happily answer them here live. Any questions? Alright, I'll be back in a moment. I just need to drink more.
Want to learn more about YouTube and growing your channel? Subscribe now.
So I just want to thank everybody for watching tonight's video. Hope you got value from tonight's content. And if you've got any questions, feel free to put them in the comments or inbox me. You can find us on Twitter, Instagram, and for those of you that know, all the descriptions are in the description, if that makes sense. All the links are in the description. We also now have a Facebook community page where you can share your videos, so feel free to do so, or just connect with other content creators, or just ask me questions and we can start up conversations. It's, you know, I've only started it about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and it's just a nice little community. So for those of you that are already there, awesome. and we always welcome in new people. So if you're new people watch this video, go and check it out, and you can share and grow with other people just like you. This is what it's all about. I want us all to grow our brands and build our brands together, build our channels. And I'll tell you what, you guys are the most awesome people that one can ask for. You're just brilliant. So thank you again. I just want to see if there's any... Oh! Perry has joined us. Hello, Dave. Only just got time to tune in or watch from the start when I think. That's fine, mate. That's fine, mate. Watch from the start. Get value. No worries, mate. Just so you know, Perry, I'm doing this live tonight, tomorrow, and Friday. But feel free to watch the end of the show and watch from the beginning. And if you have any questions about what I talk about in this video, please comment in the comments, and I will do my best to answer your YouTube questions. But thank you for tuning in, and go and check them out as well, because he's an awesome musician. Look at this, look. Get value, guys. Get value. Come on, hashtag get value. Always value. Thanks, mate. Absolute value. I just can't help myself. Right, I just want to thank everyone again for tuning in. Thank you so much. I know this is a different night, but I just wanted to give you guys more value. And you're most welcome. And I just want to say thank you again. I'm glad you got value. It means a lot. Thank you for tuning in. Feel free to ask any questions, and I will see you tomorrow for roughly, it's going to be 7 o'clock tomorrow. Okay, so tune in for that, where I'll be giving you even more value. So for all of you, I salute you all. Drink more, get value, and as always, guys, come on, do it together. Come on, do it together, guys. You guys rock!
Want to learn more about YouTube and growing your channel? Subscribe now.